Hello and welcome to again to another video of how to use D&D Beyond. Now, we will continue with the character creation method, and this time we will be using the standard array. This will be creating a character using the step-by-step approach that is normal to most users to D&D Beyond. So I will teach you how to create a full custom character using the standard array instead of the quick builder. Now for standard, here you would have a character's name. Let's rename him to John 2.0. Now John 2.0 will have another photo, and we will use a simple one of this. Now, the character preferences, depending on what your DM decides, you may use all of these, or you may only use a specific rulebook. For simplicity's sake, we will include all of these, as well as any partner content. I will keep it enabled, but we do have quite the addition of partners, which includes several things such as Critical Role, Kobold Press, Paleo Games, Minecraft, and even Rick and Morty. For dice rolling for all characters on this browser, we will keep that enabled. And as for or restrict optional features for this character, I will leave these as is. For advancement type, depending on what your DM decides, you can either go with story-based milestone character progression or XP-based character progression. As to show you how to use XP, we will be clicking XP advancement. Hit point type is when leveling up, hit points increase by either a fixed value for your chosen class or a manually entered a roll value. For this, we will go with manual just to show you how to use it. Use prerequisites, I will leave on, which allows or restricts choices for feats and multi-class requirements. Again, ask your DM. Show level scaled spells, we will check mark that. Encumbrance type, we will not use encumbrance, just for simplicity's sake, as well as we will ignore coin weight. Ability score and modifier display, we'll use modifiers top, just to make sure that is easier to read. And character privacy, we will keep this as campaign only. So we will choose a class. There are several classes that you can have right here, which is 5.5e core rules. You may even go down to the 5e core rules or the Critical Role Blood Hunter, which if you wish, your DM may or may not allow you to have that. For simplicity's sake, we will be using the 5.5e core rules, and we will do a Warlock. Now, for the 2 core Warlock traits, we will go down here. As you can see here, our Warlock is level 1. Now let's say our Dungeon Master decided to start us off at level 3. We will click that level 3, and we will level up. Here we will go to Core Warlock Traits, where we may see what traits we can choose, which this is our list of Core Warlock traits. We have the primary ability of Charisma. The hit point die is a D8 per Warlock level. Wisdom and Charisma are saving throw proficiencies, and we get to choose 2 skill proficiencies of Arcana, Deception, History, Intimidation, Investigation, Nature, or Religion. For weapon proficiency, it is simple. Armor training will be only light armor. Starting equipment, we may choose one of these 2, which we will go and continue down. As a basic on the Warlock skill proficiency, you may choose any of these, but for this example, we are going to imagine that this Warlock is going to be a powerful Warlock. So I will go with Arcana, and I will go down to Investigation. Eldritch Invocation are your learned Eldritch invocations, so pieces of forbidden knowledge. And if you do have a invocation as a prerequisite, you must meet it to learn that invocation. For example, if an invocation requires you to be a level 5 plus Warlock, you can select the invocation once you reach Warlock level 5. And whenever you gain the Warlock level, you can replace one of your invocations with another one for which you would qualify. You cannot replace an invocation if it's a prerequisite for another invocation that you already have. So, we will go ahead and choose a few of these. We will go ahead and go with the Agonizing Blast or the Eldritch Blast. We will go here and we will do Otherworldly Leap, and just with another one, we will go with Eldritch Spear. As for Pact Magic, here you can read all about the Pact Magic. We will go ahead and hover over this for just a moment, so you may read it. As for Magic Cunning, this allows you to perform an esoteric rite for 1 minute. At the end of it, you regain expanded Pact Magic spell slots, but no more than a number equal to half your maximum, rounded up. And here is the subclass option. Here we will go with Fiend Patron, due to that being the only one that we have so far. And here you can see the Dark One's Blessing, which when you reduce an enemy to 0 hit points, you gain temporary hit points equal to your Charisma modifier plus your Warlock level. And for Fiend spells, this is the magic that your patron always ensures that you always have spells ready. So as for our level 3 Warlock, he would have Burning Hands, Command, Scorching Ray, and Suggestion. Now we will continue to the next page, which allows us to go to the background. Now as for the background, we have a lot more than just the 4 that we had at the last one. Here, we can either choose the 5.5e core rules, the 5e core rules, or the expanded rules. For here, we will go with the Sage on the 5e core rules. Here, his skill proficiency will be in, let's see, what should he be in? I will go with Deception, just for ease. As for languages, we will choose 2, and he will do Common, and due to him being a human, he will also have, let's go with Goblin. The Researcher background feature, whenever you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you'll often know from where you can obtain it at, usually at your DM's digression. Here, we will have character details. For simplicity, I will fill these out. We will have alignment. He will be a lawful good. For faith, I will leave this blank, as every campaign is slightly different. And for lifestyle, I will say that he is poor, which would mean he has 2 silver pieces. For physical characteristics, you may fill this out. For now, I will not fill it out. Personal characteristics, here we can look at the add traits. From here, you can either roll a d8 or you can choose to. Here I will just choose to, so we will go with number 6 and number 7, just for simplicity's sakes. For ideals, you can either roll a d6 or choose one, of which I will just choose number 3. As for bonds, you can either roll a d6 or choose, of which I will just choose number 6. And for flaws, it is the same thing. Either roll a d6 or you can just choose, of which I will choose number 1. And as for the notes, this will be just like the last section, where you would add your notes depending on any organizations joined, allies that you know of, enemies that you know of, or your backstory. Here, you may choose your origin species, and here you can choose from all sources, or just choose one of these handbooks, and of which you can disable or enable the legacy content, which allows you to change whether or not you wish to see certain races. From here, we have quite the selection. We have the 5.5e core rules, we have the 5e core rules, which allows the 2014 legacies, and quite the variant, as well as the 5e expanded rules, which gives us even more, which gives us the older versions of several races, as well as more choices, of which I will go with the human, and we will go with the basic human. And here you may see the traits. For the human traits, your ability score increases each by 1. Languages, you can speak, read, and write Common, and 1 extra language of your choice, as that is how humans are regular. So as for languages, we will go ahead and pick Dwarvish. As an example, if this were to take place around a Dwarven settlement, it will be useful for our character to speak Dwarvish. If not, you may go at any other choice. For here, this is your ability scores. So you can choose several types of methods for generating ability scores. You have the regular standard array, you have the manual and rolled, or the point buy. For here, the point buy is similar to the Baldur's Gate 3 method, of where, here, we have 27 points remaining. Let's say since he is a warlock, he would go with wisdom. So we will pick 15, which would subtract 9 points. So his wisdom would be at a 16. His charisma will be 11. We will have his intelligence be a 12. Constitution, we will leave at an 8. Dexterity will be a 12, and Strength will be a 10. For this, I may also go ahead and up his Charisma and his Intelligence by 1 point, just to finish out the remaining. And here, this will what it be, which we will put 11 as Strength, 13 as Dexterity, 9 as Constitution, 14 as Intelligence, 16 as Wisdom, or 15 as Charisma. And you just put them all in here. As you can see, we have all of these score calculations calculating correctly to the correct number. Now, if we go with standard array, this is just the normal standard array of where you can choose. We will choose 15 for Wisdom. For Charisma, we will choose a 14. Intelligence will be a 13. Constitution, we will choose as the 8. Dexterity as 12, and Intelligence as 10. As you can see here, it all correlates down here. Or we can go with the more manual and rolled, depending on how good your rolling is. Or if your DM allows you to, they may give you an extra free roll just in case you get a bad roll. For example, we will roll all 6, which will grant us these dice. And as you can see here, this is how you calculate your rolled. So you see here how this is a 13. You roll 4d6 and you take off the one with the lowest number, thus leaving us with 13 for this one. And we will go ahead and do this 6 times to fill out all of the rolls. As you can see here, this is a pretty mediocre level. So depending on how you wish to do it, if you do rolled, I do have to say, be careful with rolling on D&D Beyond, due to sometimes the dice not rolling the best. But here, you can click the drop-down menu, and we will go with this 13 for Wisdom, this 13 for Charisma, this 10 for Constitution, this 11 for Strength, this 13 for Intelligence, and Dex. We will click Apply Ability Scores, so that they come up, and they will go into your score calculation. From here on, this is where the fun begins. This is where you can choose your starting equipment. Since we are a warlock, we either get the choice of this A path, which allows leather armor, a sickle, 2 daggers, an arcane focus, which is an orb, a book of occult lore, a scholar's pack, and 15 gold pieces, or 100 gold pieces, of which I will go with A, just for simplicity's sake. And we also do have some Sage starting equipment, which includes all of these. And for here, we will click Add Starting Equipment. Do not forget to click this, or else it will not show up on your character sheet. And here we go, we have the current inventory. I will show you how to equip these, because you can either equip them inside here, by clicking this Use or Wield button, or we can go into the next stage. From here, this is it. We can click View Character Sheet, or export to a PDF, depending on what you wish. We will use View Character Sheet. From here, seems that I am missing something. I would like to put up a reminder that you cannot use. From here, it says the classes from the 2024 and the 2014 rulebooks are not designed to be multi-class together. So, due to this, we will go ahead and go with the basic Warlock. And from here, we can now see the character sheet. It is saying level 1, so we will go back in here and we will click Manage Character Levels. From here, all we have to do is change this level 1 to a level 3 on the drop-down menu. We will click Level Up, and here we will have the Eldritch Invocations, of which we will choose 2. We will go with the Agonizing Blast, and we will go down here and we will click Misty Visions. As for the Pact Boom for level 3, we will go ahead and click Pact of the Blade, which allows us to have a very special weapon that we can create at any time. And then we will just go ahead and go to what's next, and we will click View Character Sheet. This will take us back. For here, I also happen to not do the max health, of which we will go back into here, and we will click Manage HP. As for this rolled HP, we will get rid of this, and we will roll 3d8s. Due to this being, I will just put it in as 12 HP, just starting out, just to make it simple. Now that we have all that done, we will go ahead and we will go into inventory. We can now equip whatever we need. We will equip this light leather armor, which will increase our AC by 1 due to our proficiency in light armor. As for everything else, it is up to the DM's discretion or yours on whether or not you can add anything else or not before starting your sessions or campaigns. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a good day.